Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Alexander the Great here.
Cannabis Kid, what's going on, y'all?
And welcome to Convict Kitchen. Which is the hottest channel bringing you authentic prison recipe goods. And if you have not already, hit that subscribe button below. Take a moment, smash that button.
Hit that bell so you're staying up to date with all of our drops that we got going on.
Tap that bell below. Okay, so to jump into what we're going to be doing today, I don't think our attire is up to speed. So let's get into this real quick. That's better. Much fitting. And as you can tell, we're on the cell block, ready to cook it up. So today, for y'all's pleasure, we're going to be cooking the authentic prison coffee ball recipe.
A little mixture right in there.
So you're going to want to see this consistency of...
Probably.
Now, I'm talking about, this is a caffeine boost. This is a authentic item, candy, snack, whatever you want to call it, that has been a staple within the penal system.
It's definitely something that if you ain't trying to wake up for that morning chow, pop one of them bitches in your mouth, and as you're walking down, you're good to go.
Zooted and booted.
Oh, God.
Do I hear sirens?
Yup. Uh-oh. Not my fault.
Today, we are not cooking anything illegal today. Oh, yeah. Step one, let's jump into the ingredients that we're going to need for the coffee balls. And I said authentic, so we're talking authentic recipe goods from commissary.
And this is instant coffee you're not able to get on the street. You're not able to get this in the stores. You can't even order it online unless you get a special order from somebody who's already bought it incarcerated. Today we got these little things, some little caramel bits, you know, gotta make do with what you got. Every place don't got the same kind of product, so you gotta kind of switch it up and use what you got. The heat right here, gotta keep it secure.
As you can tell, it's secured in the pack, like we said, that comes straight from commissary.
Oh yeah. And then on top of that, we're gonna use our cocoa mix. You can use Swiss mix, whatever you have. And then we're also going to use some coffee creamer in with it too. You need all these ingredients with a little bit of wax paper, and you got a little plastic container right there. Once you got all that together, you're ready to start cooking.
And it's game time. For all y'all ex-cons, felons, offenders, y'all know
that.
That's gold. That's gold, baby, up in the joint. This is something you could create inside a cell.
Oh yeah.
With sink water.
Yep.
A hot pot. You could be on lockdown for 2 weeks, 2 months.
And you can still create all this stuff. It doesn't matter if you got a microwave or not. You know, as long as you, especially if you got a hot pot, you can still break down the same method. It works the same way. You just got to do it a little different, tweak it a little bit.
You can do it with toilet water if you want.
You mean like in the toilet? What for?
I wouldn't recommend that.
To drink.
But yes.
And today we are going to be using a microwave, so it would not be the setting of like a lockdown. It would be, you know, we're in the unit is open, you can go out your cell. What was it when you were inside the joint? Do you remember what a coffee ball went for?
You could sell them for 75 cents.
I think I remember it was like $3 for a buck, $1.50 or something like that when I was in the joint. Yep.
And it was just easy. It was something easy to make, just like we have other creations coming along the way that we'll show you in later episodes, you know, on different ways we were able to make money and make something out of nothing, you know. Get very creative with it. We're going to start off with 7.5 ounces of our caramels here. No, old habits die hard.
You know Cameron knows how to, you know Cam knows how to run this.
So we're going to do it like that. Alright, so now what we're going to do, since we got the 7.5 ounces here of caramel, we're going to take half of this, half a bag. So we're going to take 0.75 ounces out of this. This is a 3-ounce bag. The other half we're going to save for later. Usually we eyeball it, but we got luxuries now. So we're trying to get this. Alright, perfect. So we're going to get that put in there. Now, save that for later. We're going to take 2 ounces of our coffee creamer. That little bigger side up there. Pop that on there. Appreciate it. Look at that. Perfect.
That's nice.
Alright, get that on there. So then what we're going to do is we're going to pop it into the microwave at about 15-20 second intervals, depending upon the wattage of your microwave. You know, state prisons, pretty basic. They're not, you know, they don't put anything extravagant out for us. So we're going to take this and we're going to start mixing it up.
So as you guys know, when we're inside the joint, you are not afforded a metal spoon or a a spatula to be mixing this up with. So what type of tool do you get innovative with? We take a hanger. They do sell us hangers. There's packs of 10 for whatever it is, 40 bucks or something wild. And you bust that end off. Okay.
Use that as your whipper.
And that is whip. You bust them together. If you got time, you can time. If not, but today we're gonna whip it like this.
So next what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be taking this, we're gonna whip it up a little bit. We're gonna do it at about 15-second intervals to make sure we got that consistency right. So, you know, got all of our little mixture right in there. So we're gonna pop that right here in the microwave, set that down. So you want to make sure that you're also keeping an eye on it, or else the seals are going to get up in your ass because of the smoke if it starts burning. You don't want that. Then everybody's on lockdown and then your ass is grass. Not much going on yet, so we're going to look at it.
15 more seconds.
As you can see, we're starting to get the consistency going a little bit. Still got a little ways to go, but oh yeah. Look at that. So what we're looking for is we're going to look for, I don't want to say a soupy consistency, but a little more wetter than this.
2 hours later.
That all whipped up in there. It's the batter consistency we're looking for. Starting to smell real good. That looking just like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, so all the creamer's in there, right?
Yeah, it's getting about that consistency that we want it. So we just got to whip it up a little more, make sure everything's straight. And then would you be able to possibly help me out with that wax paper, B?
Yes, sir. So
right.
Once you've whipped up the concoction and it's getting to the consistency that you want, you're going to pull out your metal cooking pan, which we do not have these in the joint. It is literally just our metal table that's sitting inside our cell. We are using wax paper today, which we do not have wax paper for the most part in the joint, but we will use different things that we can snag from the facility.
Brown paper bags, we get those for in our cells for a trash can from time to time. You can take the trash liner. Alright, so now that we got that wax paper, we're going to take, you want to grab some of that cocoa syrup? You can either use cocoa Swiss mix, that Hershey's cocoa mix, whatever you got on tap. That works perfect. We're going to dust that all over the wax paper here. You can be generous. Go ahead, bro. And then we're going to take some of that coffee. We're going to dust that around as well.
And you can kind of crush it up, you know. It is in crystals, you know what I mean? These coffee crystals, freeze dried, so you can kind of crush them up if you like, but give a nice sprinkle across your placement.
You gotta cool down to enough consistency where we like it, where we're able to handle it with our hands.
Just remember, you guys are going to be needing some gloves. Typically these are the latex ones that we would get from a correctional officer. Sometimes, as nasty as this sounds, inmates will grab these out of the trash can after like a cell raid or something.
If you got a homie that's a trustee, you're able to get a pair of gloves because they always got to do some cleaning and they always got to keep a pack of gloves with them. So we're gonna start off with a couple of these balls. I got a little one right here, so get that rolled up.
All right, so what you're gonna be wanting to do, as Cannabis Kid is bringing me the coffee ball, I'm gonna be wanting to roll it through this mixture. So we have the coffee crystals, freeze-dried crystals of the kifi, the cocoa powder, and we're just kind of lightly dusting it.
As well as rolling the ball.
Just like you guys do at home with your boogers. Right after you pick them right out your nose, give them a nice little roll.
Nice little globber. Right
nice
there,
little globber.
Another nice thing to do is also once you get it rolled and dusted a little bit, you want to stretch it. Make sure it gets all the crooks and crevices. Get it re-rolled again, dust it again, and then you place it off to the side and let it cool down.
You gotta really get it.
Always gotta make sure, so you're gonna be looking at a consistency like that. You're able to play with it like a little bit of Play-Doh. It's not hot in your hands, but you're able to get it, you know, bow, just like that.
Okay, so as you guys have seen, we were individually rolling the coffee balls, and you know, you can either take this approach of the individual balls at a time, or you can hit it with that big old dookie piece and throw that whole slab onto your platter. As you can tell, we've laid out the Keefy coffee, the cocoa. We're going to dust on one side, press, flip, dust on this other side, roll. And as you can tell, we would be taking the prisoner identification card and chopping, sizing, portion control. Let's do this.
Oh. Why are you holding that sack like that, bro?
I'm just telling you,
bro.
bro.
Done that before.
I done took me.
No more locked doors! Gracias!
Just gonna press this down.
And I say, just give it a... I was never super baller in prison. So like, if I was making one of these, bro, it was probably with like a 1/10 of that bag. You know what I mean? I wasn't making a full guac like this. We're out here, we're balling now.
Got a little extra money, got better jobs now.
Balling on a budget. I'm making more than 25 cents an hour now.
Oh God.
That in there.
Looks like a dry rub on a steak.
It does, bro. If that was a piece of leather, that would be like $800. Okay? Italian leather, straight from commissary.
Right here, this right here can make us probably a good couple.
That's like 70, 80 bucks, no?
That's a 50 pack of balls right there. Right
yeah,
now.
bro, easy.
All right, so now we're gonna get some chunks cut off. Get those off. Me and my boy here are gonna sit there and get some more rolled up. Just get them all cut up.
As you can see, he is handling it with his ID card, his prison inmate identification card. You know, we don't have typical things to cut with, like knives, butter knives. We don't got those things.
It works though. It definitely works.
All right.
That one's a little big.
Oh yeah, all good.
Trying to get them to the same kind of consistency, but that's never. We ain't got measuring cups, nothing like that. And you gotta eyeball it. And I'm trying to use my good eye.
Trying to use my good eye. Last time I did them so big, bro, it's like not terrible, but it's like too big to have in your mouth. As weird as that is to say, the balls are too big to have in your mouth, bro. So we're gonna keep them tiny balls.
I hope so.
Little balls, yeah.
I hope so.
So you're gonna want to see this consistency about this, almost like a taffy. You're gonna want to run it through here, really get it nice and powdered. That's what's gonna keep the stickiness from sticking to your hands.
Just like that.
And just like that. We got like this marble look on them. Oh, yeah. You know, sometimes if they're warm, they'll get these. You can just come back, kind of hit them periodically. Come back, hit them up so that they get a nice round. But obviously, as they're kind of setting in, they are gonna have that little seated mold to them. You can just come back and roll them. And as they harden, you can get that out if you continue to do this. But if you don't mind, keep them how they are, and they look good.
Probably.
My dad did.
And that's a wrap. We hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as we have, making these authentic prison coffee balls. We'll have the recipe, everything in the video description below, as well as where you guys can get your hands on these things through Convict Candies, our official prison recipes. Good. You guys are gonna have to check that out. But before you go anywhere, before we wrap this up, be sure to smash that subscribe button below, as well as hit the bell to turn on post notifications so you can stay up to date with all our drops. The coffee balls are such a staple, like I said, inside the penal system. Anybody who's been locked up knows about this item, and you guys at home need to too. Grandma, the kids, everybody. Until we see you again on Convict Kitchens,
Get it.
we're out.